Hi, and welcome to another episode of Monday Motivation brought to you by Dominate Your Day. I started Monday Motivation as a space for many episodes to share inspiring ideas and thoughts for leaders in the workplace. As a former corporate leader, I know what it feels like to need a little boost of inspiration each week. In each episode, I will share a topic to motivate or empower you. Happy Monday. Did you know that productivity is down across the globe? We used to think it was just in US, but no, it's showing up in UK and Canada as well. And we know that this is coming from everything after the pandemic. It's also coming from employees not feeling stable about their work situation. Because if the leader is telling them one week they're going to come in, the next week they're not, and they're not having a consistent plan for their hybrid work, it's causing a lot of concern and productivity that's just sinking down. So this week our focus is going to be on hybrid teams and tips to help build engagement with your team and help your team be more productive. So if you're the leader and you're managing a hybrid team, even if they're only coming in 1 day a week or 2 days a week or not at all, I would encourage you to help them manage outcomes rather than activities. I think we talk a lot about boss to coach. So the old boss would have really focused on activities. Have you done this? Have you done that? This approach is how's that going? Did you finish? Are you through with X project? What did you find out? What did you learn through the project? It's more about asking the outcomes instead of checking in on how it's going throughout the project. And I think that gives your teammates, a lot of autonomy on how they achieve their goals. You're not directing them how to achieve it, but they have this autonomy all of a sudden of how they're going to achieve their goal. Number two, keep your team's why front and center. This is one of the biggest challenge I think I see when we work with teams and we're working on employee engagement. Most of them aren't clear on what's expected of them. And they don't know their purpose. They're wondering if the work they're doing is meaningful, if it's valuable. They just want to know the time and effort they're spending is working. And so if your team knows their why, if you keep that front and center in front of them, this team is about producing sales each week and helping customers be their best, or this team is about helping to deliver the best customer service, so that our customers keep, whatever it is, you want to have that why front and center and remind them of their purpose. And that will help them feel that value and feel like they've got meaningful work. Number three, you want to help boost their confidence. So if your team is not with you all the time and they're not, y'all aren't in person, it's important that you give them things that help them stay connected. And I love the idea of if you connect with your team through Slack or you're doing Zoom meetings, just during one of those meetings or one of those opportunities, ask them, what are you grateful for this week? What is one thing you're grateful for? And they might say, oh, that employee that drove me home the other day, or that employee that helped me finish this project because I couldn't get it done because I had too much on my plate, or that leader that took extra time to share with me how to do something. They're going to start hearing these stories from your teammates. The other thing is just asking them, what is bringing you confidence today? Oh, when that client told me great job, or when I heard from a partner in a whole nother department that they really appreciated what we were doing. So find those little nuggets for them to talk about each week, and that's going to help them feel empowered and energized and feel valued. And then number four, host virtual events. So the reason for this is, as you're building your culture and you're building your team and you're building the productivity, you want to make sure they're all connected. I know I have a virtual team and we connect once a month and have meetings, but we spend a good part of the time catching up with each other at the very beginning of the meeting. And then we connect throughout the month on Slack and email. But we're always sharing what somebody needs or what's going on in somebody's life. We're not keeping it separate. So when you host events, even it could be a cooking class, it could be a virtual cooking class, it could be a book club. You're going to have to get to know your employees on a deeper level, and they're going to bond in friendships, and that's going to make them more productive because they're going to care and they're not going to want to let their teammates down. So whatever you can find that is some kind of virtual event you can create with your team, could be once a quarter, it could be once a month, whatever you find that they want to do, let them own it and let it happen. And then my favorite thing to do is to create accountability buddies across departments and experience levels. So I think this is really powerful when you get someone that is in a different department that becomes your accountability buddy and you just check in with. This helps because of the hybrid situation, because you're going to have people also checking in on that person other than you. And it's going to help them feel like somebody else out there cares, and it's going to help them be more productive because they're going to have that relationship going on. Also, I would consider some books on productivity. The 12-week year, which I love. If you talk to anybody that works with me, I'm a 30, 60, 90-day girl. It's just tell us what we're going to do. We have a yearly plan, and then we have a quarterly plan, and then we have a 30, 60, 90. So, and we're looking at that 30, 60, 90 every month. Here's what we said we were going to do. Here's what we did. And it just helps you keep the team keep productive. It also helps the team keep engaged. So the 12-week year by Brian Moran, great book. And then also the Progress Principle by Teresa Amabile and Stephen Kramer. This is also a great book. And then of course I love the 5 dysfunctions of a team. So when you focus on engagement and purpose, you empower your teams to boost performance. Just try one of these tips this week to energize your team, and I want to hear how it's going. I wish you a productive week. Thank you for listening today, and if you like the podcast, please take a moment to follow, like, and share. If you're a difference maker who wants to maximize your potential, feel free to reach out to us at Dana Williams Co., and you can schedule a free discovery call. Together, we can help you live in your strengths, dominate your day, and transform your life.